day 4 of 31 in my 31 days of Halloween movie reviews. We're doing It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, on DVD. I've been holding out to get this set on 4K because I hear it's really awesome, but I found this at my local library for $1 each movie, so $3. I could not pass that up. So I'm carrying on the tradition of forcing my kids to watch this. This is the first year I've made them watch it, but growing up, my family watched this every single Halloween. And we also watched the other Halloween ones as well. And I grew up with Peanuts, like reading it in the newspaper and the cartoons. I feel like it was just always something that existed at my house. And this movie was really awesome. It was both new and familiar, but it felt true to the original. So highly recommend this. All right, last thing on this movie, then we'll get to our feature presentation. This is a very comfy movie. So I love how this movie starts out. Gets right into the cool music. My mom used to play this on the piano. But listen to that flute. All right, can't keep playing it or else they'll get me. But I'm used to just hearing it with the piano, and so hearing the flute, like breaking it down, I'm just imagining the flute players like Marty McFly just like sliding across the stage floor, because it really seems like the flute in this soundtrack is just like going hard. So as far as the DVD quality goes, it's actually great and totally watchable. You can even see like the individual like pencil lines or the different shading. You can see when they draw stuff, how it's not just a solid black line, but it kind of breaks up along it. So it looked really good. The whole time I was wondering though, like how good the 4K looks. So I'm still holding out. I'm still gonna find it, but I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't resist the $3 for this whole set. But it's totally watchable. It's remastered to the DVD standards. The colors look great. So I didn't really have any complaints, and the animation is very, very, very simple. So I think DVD is very forgiving of this, or this is very forgiving of the DVD lower resolution. And then it just has a mono track, and honestly, it was really clear and easy to understand. So excited to see the 4K one day. Oh look, it's Lucy trying to get Charlie Brown to play. This is so nice. Little kids playing with each other.
I've got a football. How about practicing a few place kicks? I'll hold the ball, and you come running and kick it.
Oh, brother. I don't mind your dishonesty half as much as I mind your opinion of me. You must think I'm stupid.
Oh, come on, Charlie Brown.
No.
Look at this. So, Lucy is a child. And the voice acting is amazing, by the way. They're all actual kids, not grown-ups doing the voice acting. But Lucy, is a sadistic, grooming abuser. And so this little prematuring bald kid, Chuck, is just trying to go about his life. He's already awkward. He already has uncanny bad luck. And then you have this girl who is manipulating him until he finally gives in, and then she strikes. Listen to this.
I'll hold it steady.
She promises.
No.
He knows what's going to happen.
Please.
You just want me to come running up to kick that ball so you can pull it away and see me land flat on my back and kill myself.
This time you can trust me.
Look at it. This time. I know you couldn't trust me in the past, but this time you can trust me. Listen to that sweet voice. Look at her innocent face. Look at that. Charlie Brown knows. He's been through this. He's a victim. But like some victims, he comes crawling back because he needs that validation and attention. And there you have it. She strikes. He injures himself. She takes pleasure in his pain. I've met a little girl like this. I think she is half the reason this is a Halloween show. I know there's like pumpkins and leaves and stuff, but this is like the evil character. Linus is writing a letter to the Great Pumpkin, who's basically Halloween Santa that brings toys to the kids, and everyone is harassing him for his beliefs and trying to get him to change his mind. Lucy even threatens to pound him, just normal Lucy stuff. And listen to this, the last line of his letter to the Great Pumpkin.
P.S. If you really are a fake, don't tell me. I don't want to know.
How many of us are that way?
Oh, I'd never laugh at you, Linus. You're so intelligent. I'm writing to the Great Pumpkin. You?
So this part was fun watching with the kids because my son saw the scribbled red on his face and he's just like, I can tell that's a crayon, and it's just like, yeah, it totally is, or a colored pencil. But it's just fun that it gets the emotion across, but at the same time, like, you can see that it's just, a crayon or a colored pencil on his face. So all the kids are showing off their costumes. Charlie Brown.
Is that you, Patty? Here I am. I had a little trouble with the scissors. Yeah.
Charlie Brown really is an F up sometimes. So we're talking to my kids about hygiene and how they need to like brush their teeth before school and trim their nails and stuff. And we referring back to Peanuts, it's like, hey, do you remember like the dirty kid in the show? You don't want to go to school like that, because when I was little, there was a kid like this that was dirty and he smelled bad and his clothes had holes in them, and he had a super rough home life. There was a lot of substance abuse and physical abuse, and this show has all these stereotypes of all these different kids, right? There's the tomboy girl, there's this kid, there's the rude sister, there's little crushes, there's Charlie Brown, which basically represents like childhood anxiety as a whole. But that's one thing I love about Peanuts, is just that you can just see all different kinds of like youths and caricatures and stereotypes. But I got to use Pigpen as a reason to explain to the kids to use good hygiene. So selfishly, we want our kids to have hygiene so that we don't look like bad parents. And when I was little, my mom said I had to brush my hair so she didn't look like a bad parent. And I never understood that. I'm like, just let me go to school all tangled up like this. And she's like, no, we got to brush it. And I would complain, and she'd brush out all the snags out of my fresh, crispy bowl cut. All right, I have always loved Snoopy trying to get his arch nemesis, the Red Baron, from the top of his doghouse. I used to have a computer game called the Red Baron that had Sopwith camels that you could actually play. But the second time through watching this, I was watching Snoopy as he's preparing for takeoff, and there's an incredible detail that has to do, well, with aviation in general, but with the Sopwith camel.
Here's the World War I flying ace, climbing into the cockpit of his Sopwith
Okay, watch his
camel.
feet and his head.
Contact, he shouts.
Okay, we're gonna do that again. So he climbs in to the airplane, which is called a Sopwith camel, and if you watch his little feet down here, he like sticks them out like that, like he's pushing pedals, right? Like left, right, left, right. But then he looks over his shoulder, because in the Sopwith camel, like a lot of other airplanes, the pedals control the rudder, and so you can see he's walking around his doghouse like doing all the pre-flight checks, and when he does the pedals, he pushes left, right, he looks back because that he would be making sure that it's turning the rudder. So watch this again with that detail.
Bit of his Sopwith camel.
Isn't this so cool?
Contact, he shouts.
It's such simple animation, and it's just on top of a doghouse, but that is such a cool detail. Am I the only one that thinks that's cool? I was blown away when I saw that. So Lucy goes to check the bed of Linus to see if he's in bed, but he's not there, so she goes out to the pumpkin patch to find him. She takes off his shoes and tucks him in bed. Now, she did have a bit of a grumpy face on just then, but maybe she's not a total evil psychopath, but she's just a bully kid. Anyway, that was kind of cute watching her take care of her brother like that. All right, this has been day 4 of 31 in my 31 days of horror. It's not really horror, but it is a Halloween show, so I think it works. I grew up watching this. It's from 1966, a good vintage, good year, same year as Star Trek. So it was an absolute joy to pass this on to my kids and let them see it. The special feature on here about needing a blockbuster was actually really good. It was about how they were really successful with the Christmas one and they needed another success, and this thing was absolutely huge. So anyway, I loved watching this. The DVD was great. This is such a good fall/Halloween movie, and obviously it's perfect for kids. So anyway, let me know what you think of this movie, and if you have any must-watch fall or Halloween movies. And if you like this kind of thing, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.